Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Good Morning Delhi with Sarthak.
That is my name. That's what you're tuned into. Turning a page, where we're trying to see if we can ignite the love for books in your heart. That's right. To see if we can make you fall in love with the written word. The romance of the word is what we're trying to see if we can, get you to appreciate. And appreciation is what comes to mind as a life well lived for the wonderful Muzafar Ali, who's here with us. Zikr is the name of his autobiography, which is now out. We were talking about Satyajit Ray, sir, and your stint with him. There's also the Faz years, so to speak. So how did that happen?
I think Faiz has been a person who's been part of my journey.
Ji.
Even when I had not met him, I realized that he's holding my hand. And he's held my hand right through my life. Even now, when I think of Sufi poetry, Faiz holds my hands and takes me into it, because he's a contemporary point of view of the spiritual aura of Sufiana Kalam,
For sure.
So actually, I had the great fortune to show him my film in 1978.
This is Gaman.
And when he saw it, what he wrote was very, very moving. It was bigger than any award that I can think of. So in fact, I don't even. He says Muzafar Ali's Gaman is a poem in visuals. Its tragic lyricism, its muted eloquence truly makes it a veritable tour de force. And the heartbreak and this thing of the town and country. अब इस तरीके को वो बेचारे इतना उन्होंने गहरा सोच के लिखा कि मैं चक्कर में आ गया कि यार I have to live with this all my life.
But what a lovely thing to live with, I'm sure. For Faiz Ahmed Faiz to have said such wonderful words. But, Faiz is also very popular in the contemporary sense, but there's also a lot of polarizing views about what he wrote, etc. Does that, considering that you've had intimate knowledge of what he wrote and why he wrote it, in a sense, a view into the mind, does it bother you what's happening currently with how his writing is being talked about?
Please explain.
Right now, there's a lot of हम देखेंगे लाजिम है हम
वो
भी
चीज
देखेंगे. Yeah.
अब क्या है, हम लोग आंखों पट्टी बांध ले तो क्या देखेंगे आप? ना देखिए.
What was it that he had said about muted eloquence? What a wonderful way of explaining not just the work, the oeuvre, but the author as well, it seems. I mean,
Veritable tour de force.
Which is what you've just executed on my question right now, which is absolutely wonderful. But tell us, does the creative fire still burn as bright in these times of truncated attention spans, the democratization of art? I mean, everyone's on the internet, everyone's a bit of an artist now, and you've come from a time where it really did take blood, sweat, and tears, no?
See, the thing is that I see art the moment I get up, I see art in everything, in every person, in every situation. I think of ideas, and I try to find people who I can light up with those ideas. So for me, it's an ongoing journey, which is it's part of my journey. It's part of my life.
It'd be fascinating to know what you think about the internet and the social media, sir.
कुछ तो लिखा है उसमें जिक्र में. But I think in a way it's my father would have been really amazed to see this internet, He was a great man of communication, if you see the book. I mean, he's a man who was way ahead of his time in those days. And he taught me the art of being way ahead, So internet is a great thing. It's just that we, along with the internet, we need to remain human. If you lose this whole drive of being human, then internet can be very, very dangerous. But if you have the drive to be human, then internet can really change the world,
That's, yeah. food for thought there. And that's what that's the important bit, no? And if you want to chew on that, might as well turn
Read the book.
page. Zikr and Autobiography. That's the name by the absolutely incredible Muzafar Ali Saab. We'll of course be back one last time, and though the greed remains, time, old Father Time marches on, and we must keep in step, which we will after a short little break right here on 94.3 Radio 1.
94.3 Radio 1.